Dear Fraps, thank you for allowing me to use you today. Hey guys, I'm going to test out my Fraps really quick. We're going to go ahead and load up one of my characters over here, probably BroDuel, because he's awesome. And we're going to see how well Fraps does with this. I have Craig on Skype. Not sure if he can hear me or whatnot, but he's on call with his girlfriend, from what I recall. And hopefully he'll be joining us at some point. So I'm not feeling 100% today. I have a bit of a stomach ache, but I think I can endure it for you guys. Give you something to watch, maybe. I'm already level 35 here in Path of Exile. I've done quite a bit of extensive leveling on our little path tree. Got mostly modifiers to up my damage and attack speed. Little bit of life and regen. Again, more attack speed. All axe damage focusing. And I got blood magic, which is amazing. It allows me to spend my life instead of mana. So I don't have to focus on gaining any mana. I just get to use all my life. For any of you knowledgeable of Path of Exile, you probably already knew that. So I'm going to go ahead and just play it. This build requires lots of life steal, as I assume you have figured out already. If I'm using life, I'm going to have to steal life every time I hit someone. There's definitely a few ways I can increase the DPS of this build. I use Wrath, which adds fire damage based on physical damage to my attack damage. My DPS goes from 557 all the way up to 601. That's an extra 50 DPS, just for a matter of 90 of my health being reserved, of my 678, which isn't that bad. There's two main abilities I use, Dual Strike and Cleave. Cleave hits everyone around me and I steal life from everyone it hits, so it's obviously more effective. But it requires a nice group because it does also cost more. Dual Strike works much better for fighting bosses though, which I'm obviously not fighting bosses, but I'm also not fighting anything too tough for me right now. I'm actually not sure where I left off in this game. It's been a few weeks since I played it. I can go ahead and check my quests. Dweller of the Deep and the Way Forward. Okay, so I need to continue into the next area and go ahead and fight. Oh, as you can see, a rare spawn just decided to pop out of the ground. He deals extra damage, but I killed too fast for him to really do anything to me, so that was irrelevant. As you can see, I get quite a few one-hit kills on this guy. Some of them take a few hits, but for just the basic normal spawns, usually a one-hit kill kills the most, and it's pretty effective.
I believe in traveling light.
As you can see, my inventory filled up pretty quick there. Can go ahead and identify some of our things here, see if we got anything really worth our time. I'm not too worried about shields. As you can see, I have two relatively powerful axes. This one does a bit of extra fire damage, so that Wrath is also added fire damage to that. It attacks slightly faster and has a chance, it increased its critical strike chance, so it hits a little harder sometimes. This one has just more overall damage physically, and 2 life gain by people who are hit, which is pretty nice. The chest here is kind of my center stone piece because it's what allows me to have all my abilities linked up to my life gain on hit, which is 20 life for every enemy hit by my attacks. Pretty nice right there. Most of my gear focuses on adding to maximum life or life regen, obviously because of the build I have. This is a nice piece to my build, even though it's completely irrelevant for a few of it. The cold resistance is really nice, the 2% physical damage leech back as life is nice, and the 22 strength is nice, also the 31 life. But 25 intelligence and 2% mana leech is completely irrelevant. Even though my mana is no longer used and it was changed to my life that is used, mana leech does not convert into life leech. Alright, well, I believe that's the end of this test run for now. See you guys in a bit.